welcome back. In this episode, we're just going to have a quick look at the Beastgrave, the Grymwatch warband, and then in the second part of this unboxing, we're going to have a look at the Starblood stalkers from Diachasm. So this is going to be the first video of two. So we'll just crack on straight away with sort of the Grymwatch. Yeah, let's get the box open. Let's have a look. So within this we've got 7 miniatures. Obviously they're accompanying fighter cards. Yeah, 32 warband unique upgrade, ploy and objective cards, and 27 universal. So I'm not going to cover the universal, I'm going to cover the warband specific ones. So we just get the plastics out here and have a look, because this is what I'm more interested in, is the actual models. So hopefully that's coming through nice and clear. I might just do this one at a time. So within these 7, I believe we've got 6 ghouls and 1 set of bats. So just taking a closer look at these now. As I say, with GW, they seem to be, with the new sculpts, really detailed. I'm not a fan of the bats. I'm going to say I'm not a huge fan of these bats. I don't know why. I just think there's maybe we could have had a little bit more detail on the wings. Maybe. But yeah, again, very detailed bases. It depends. Like with underworlds, I don't mind having detailed bases. Because it's a skirmish game. Let me just readjust this. So again, this ghoul's pretty cool, where he's got like, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be his spine or if it's just an animal spine he's decided to wear. That's pretty cool. And again, this looks like a hip, like a leg bone where the hip socket's hanging on. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good details. Yeah, again, loads of hooks, sort of. I don't know a lot about the Grymwatch, to be fair, from Age of Sigmar. Obviously they're like undead wanting to eat people up, but other than that I don't actually know a lot about them. But I am a fan of underworlds. So, but yeah, that's the 2 sprues you get with there, with 7 miniatures, which in warband terms, that's pretty good. That's a pretty big warband. It's the main dude. Yeah, again, like I said, I really do like the basis. It saves you buying the skulls and having to stick them on yourself. Now with the weapons, how I painted mine, I believe I used Typhus Corrosion, and that made them all rotten and rusted. But yeah, it's a really good set of sprues actually. And again, one thing I've noticed as well, you don't get many mould lines on these, on GW sculpts either. You don't get any mould lines whatsoever really. Only the bits where it's stuck onto the sprue that you need to clip off, but other than that, you don't really have to go through and tidy much up on them. Which says a lot in itself really. Okay. So that's the plastics that are contained in this one. Now here we go. So again, you always get the assembly instructions. Nothing really in there, no lore. Ah, here we go. So again, the ghouls of the flesh eater courts suffer from the shared delusion that far from being monstrous corpse cannibals, they are in fact noble knights and they're dedicated men at arms. that's pretty cool. So they actually think they're knights. That's brilliant. It's kind of the same as in 40k with the Death Guard Poxwalkers. If you've read the Lords of Silence book, if you haven't read the Lords of Silence book, I'd go and read it. It's good Death Guard lore. But yeah, they kind of think of themselves as still human, which is quite interesting. So I'm just getting the film off now. So again, you get a lore card that tells you about the warband and some nice. I do like their art. Their artwork is phenomenal. That is good. I like that. So you got Duke, Krakamaro. As you inspire, there are a few than 2 enemy fighters in your territory at the end of the action phase. Wow, that's quite a quick inspiration. You can inspire quite quickly with that. I mean, it is really forcing your opponent to kind of come towards you, doesn't it? What's a Ghoul Core? Wow, okay. I've not really used these guys as such. Dukes, Harriers. Again, kind of the same. Oh, this camera is really not liking to focus. Again, fewer than 2 enemies in your territory, and it inspires. Master Talon. I actually like it because they got really like knight or sire-y names, haven't they? Knight's Herald. The Royal Butcher. Very cool. Very cool. And then a tracker. Okay. So I'm just going through now, just literally shuffling through the other cards just to make sure I haven't got any universal ones in here. I don't really want to go over the universal cards. I'm just going to go over the warband specific. Yeah, that's fine. So that's the character cards. I mean, we all know that their stats improve when they inspire. I mean, we could flip them over, but again, I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is I'm allowed to show on this videos at the moment. I'm still doing my research, but I've seen a lot of videos showing these cards, so I'm not too worried about showing what's already sort of out there. So again, we're just going to go through these. Bravely done. Score immediately when a friendly fighter with 1 or more supporting fighters takes an enemy out of action. Okay. That can happen. Oh, this camera does not like to focus at the moment. Alright, I'm going to have to work with that. But again, what I find with like the larger warbands in Underworlds is it's they tend to work as a pack. It's all about outnumbering your opponent when fighting them, as opposed to having like a really strong one-off hit. That's tend to what they really play with, especially with looking at the objective cards specific to this warband. What upgrades have they got? Choose two other fighters. You cannot choose two fighters with any move or charge actions. Each of these chosen fighters may make a move action. Yeah, that's easy done with 7 there. I mean, getting 4 activations a turn. Yeah. Okay, and then employ cards. Again, a lot of pushing multiple models up the field, choosing a fighter to move or move up or support, which is pretty much what you need when you're running such a large warband. Again, like I said, I've not had much experience with sort of the Grymwatch, but I haven't used them really at all. It's been a bit of a struggle trying to get any matches in. Obviously, we've not been able to do that for over a year. But that's it, everyone. That's what you get in the Grymwatch box. I mean, I think with all the underworlds, I think they're a pretty good deal in regards to money. I mean, they're usually averaging around £20. £20 for a box of figures and plus the printing of the cards. Obviously, all the warbands as well can be used in Age of Sigmar. So again, adding to those AOS armies. Yeah, I think they're worth £20 all day. So averaging around 20 quid. Obviously, some are cheaper, some are more expensive. But yeah, again, thanks for tuning in. Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover the Diachasm new warband, The Starblood Stalkers. We're going to have a look at the plastics. Again, we're going to look at the faction cards. We're not going to cover the universal ones in this video, purely because I don't want to cover them yet until I've done a little bit more research. But yeah, let's just get in with it. So obviously these are associated with the Age of Sigmar army, the Cephons. I probably butchered that, but myself, I only really remember sort of this race from the old world, and obviously being the lizard men. If I'd known about this army before the Gloom Sprite gets, I would have definitely gone for the lizard men. I mean, I think it's like a childhood thing. Everyone likes a pack of dinosaurs, right? So, sorry, we should have just covered the box art there. I didn't do it on the last video, so apologies, but I will do it on this one. So, looking through again, really like lizard raptor looking dudes on the front. I like it. Imagine that, like Jurassic Park or something, and then suddenly like the raptors discovered that they could use spears or swords. um, Again, this box contains 6 fighters, so again quite a reasonable sized warband again. Six fighters, 6 fighter cards, 32 specific cards for this warband. Upgrade, ploy, and spow, and objective. Yeah, so that's the box art again. Front box art, side, the back sort of gives you an overview as to what it is. Kixi Taka, the diviner there, but let's get onto the plastics. It's my favourite part. Looking at the sprues. So this is the first time I've seen these as well. So you're looking at them with me. As always, real credit to GW on their plastic sculpts here. Let me move that out of the background so we can get more of a clearer shot. Yeah, that is really cool. There's so much detail. Look at all the scales. Can you imagine that being the sculptor and carving out every single one of those scales? Fair play. I mean, it might be 3D sort of digital sculpting now, to be fair. But let me see if I can pull this up. Try and get more of a clear shot. I really want to get a zoom in on that face, because that face is amazing. So much detail captured on there. It's like the flesh, like the around the lips then, and then you've got like sort of the jaw muscle cut right into here. It's really, I need to upgrade my camera again. But yeah, there's some real detail on these sculpts. Fair play. Again, detailed bases, hit and miss. Don't mind them in underworlds. But yeah, if you used to have an army, I wouldn't like it. Yeah, look at the detail. Look at the skin on that. It's fantastic. I mean, again, you see like the box art, and you see how people paint these, and they paint them blue. I mean, it's like a bit of a teal coloured plastic. But I kind of really want to go sort of a chameleon skin with these. So maybe have like two-tone, get some wet blending on the go. Transitioning. So that's sprue 1. Set that to the side and bring in sprue 2. So even the feathers, when you look at the feathers, and they've actually engraved everything on those feathers, which is really, really good. I like that. They really upped their game on this, haven't they? Like compared when we go back and we look at like the Grymwatch and the bats, and you look at like the bat wings are kind of just flat plastic, and then you look at what they've done on these with like the skin, where they've made them more scaly, and I know some bits are, but they're like horns or tails, which you would expect. But yeah, I'm really liking this. It's just the detail on the mouths is insane. That is really good. I'm really impressed with that. And again, even sort of like like fins, or the fleshy parts up here, they, like I said, different sort of between the bat wings and these ones is that these got little indents in there, just those little details to show sort of that bit of movement, or that. Yeah, I like that. Turn it over, sort of the more of the inside of the miniatures here. There's not going to be a lot on there. Really gone for sort of the Aztec weaponry. I like it. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Obviously blue gun. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's really good detail. Those plastics. Oh, no, that's interesting. I've just opened my card and I've got the cards come out like this. It's in a separate packet. So I'm wondering if I open this then. So again, one thing I do like what GW have started doing with the new warbands is putting the packs together and putting a piece of card at the back to keep them flat. Because I've had it before where I've taken them out and like the pack is bent and the cards are slightly bent. So yeah, well done GW on that. I really do like that. It's only a small change, but so worth it. And it's cardboard, so it's recyclable. Mind you, we're buying a bunch of plastic, so... Okay, just get this off and open. So, as I said at the beginning, I am not going to present the universal cards. I won't be showing the universal cards in this video, just the warband. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at what happened here. So again, a lore card describing why they're here and what they're doing. And this pack came with a little plastic band around it, which is great. Interesting to know why they've put that in separately. Might have been a packaging mistake, maybe. Okay. I see why. Looks as if I've got a Spanish copy of it. Yeah, I got a Spanish copy of the card. Right, okay, it's probably not Spanish, but I think it is. Okay, and they've put an English copy in with it. So, that's cool. I'm just going to take that out. So again, after an activation, your warband holds 3 or more objectives he inspires. Oh, one thing though. No, it did look a little bit more misty, but the quality is the same there. Okay. I don't know why, I really expected him to be a spellcaster. Okay. Huchi again. I think all these inspire if we have 3 or more objectives. And again, more than likely, because there's 6, you're probably going to have to like either use group tactics or possibly looking at this guy's a heavy hitter. We could be looking at similar to Eyes of the Nine. Now, Eyes of the Nine was probably my favourite warband. Back in the time when we could have the tome, Cataphrane tome deck, it was amazing. So these are the skinks. This dude, he's amazing. He's literally a chameleon. It's great. Ooh, I didn't notice that. So you actually need criticals to damage. Interesting. I never noticed that. I don't think I've come across that yet. Just go back through. No, I don't think I've ever come across that in a warband. I mean, there might be others. If there are, let me know and I'll take a look at them. But also, just while I'm opening this packet, if there is any sort of warbands or anything you want me to take a look at, review, open up, just let me know, and I'll see if we can get that in. Also, what you actually want me to discuss and look through when I'm looking through these warbands? What do you want me to talk around? Sort of tactics? Do you want me to talk about the game itself if you're not familiar? Yeah, just let me know. So I'm going to go through again. These are the objective cards. So again, 2 or more enemies out of action or surviving, friendly, inspiring. Usual, score this after an activation of 3 or more friendly fighters are in enemy territory. So again, nice quick one. Sort of just run across the board if you can. Yeah, so again, looking at 4 movement, that's pretty fast. Quite easily achievable. So scoring if you immediate your warband's second or subsequent reaction in the same phase. Okay. Again, quite low scoring cards actually, which like for a fast warband is what I seem to come to expect now. The same sort of with the Skaven. You get like maybe 2, 3 with the Skaven that are high scoring. The rest are sort of 1s and 2s. Like quick turn them over, get some more out. It's always finding that balance I found in the game of like, ideally I usually aim for around 14 glory in my deck. So it'd be interesting to see what I can put together with these guys. So that's the objective cards for the warband. I'm going to go through the ploy. Burst from the shadows, push each chosen fighter up to 2x's. Again, because you've got 6 warriors with 4 activations, like these push up. It depends what you plan on doing, really, I suppose. I mean, most of the time, if I've got objectives in my half, I might, if I've got 6 or 7 characters, I might just leave some in mine and push with the rest. It depends. It all depends what my game plan is. Oh, what's that? The fighter that is not in action. This card persisted in the round. When this card no longer persists, place that fighter in any empty hex not adjacent to an enemy fighter. You cannot play this card in round 3. Ooh. So you can make your character disappear. That's pretty cool. I like that. Make him disappear and then reappear. Nice. Nice quick ploy deny card. I like that. Choose one friendly fighter that is not adjacent to enemy fighters. Place that fighter in the same hex as an objective token in enemy territory, not adjacent to any enemy fighters. Then give that fighter a 1 move. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's kind of just. Ooh, that's a nice one for a nice quick win or quick alter. I like that. Okay. These are just through the final upgrade cards again. Yeah, definitely sort of an Eyes of the Nine feel to this warband. Just looking through those cards then, and of course, as always, you get the instructions on how to put them together. So again, this is averaging around the £20 mark at most sort of independents. Me myself, obviously, I use Pegasus Hobbies and Games down in Monmouth. I'll link his URL to take a look. You'll get 10% off retail price, and anything that's on the website is in stock in the store, so it's not like a back order and you're waiting. Literally, if it's there on the website, it's there in the store, it's on the shelf. But again, thanks everyone for tuning in. I really would appreciate some feedback, just kind of what you want to see, what you want me to do, how I can improve, and if anyone can recommend a really good camera that can kind of focus for me, that would be amazing. Thanks everyone, see you again.